I will ask you to remain exactly where you are.
The curtain has fallen on the first act of Thief is an Ugly Word. In a moment, we'll present Act Two. And now Act Two of Thief is an Ugly Word, starring Walter Pidgeon with Agnes Moorehead and Eric Roll. When the crowd came to from the impact of Augustus Swinney's daring, they flowed out into the street in pursuit. There was nothing to be seen of either Mr. Augustus Swinney or the old woman of Harlem. Later in the library of De Parana, de Calderego is talking with De Parana and the Baron von Schluger. The Countess Amalie sits quietly listening.
It is of the utmost importance to the government that no hint of this is permitted to leak out. We are dealing obviously with a man who is either drunk or insane. Until this picture is recovered, I must insist on silence.
The truth is that you're in a pretty fix, my friend.
If you will permit me, Herr Baron, so are you.
I will handle this in my own way. Who is this maniac?
His name is Augustus A. Swinney. He is an American engineer. He lives alone in an apartment at 17 Avenida Quintana.
May I ask, Amalia, how you happen to have such intimate details about the gentleman?
I'm interested in him, and I have a feeling that he will not respond to your method.
I think it would be wise if I were to visit him and persuade him to return this picture.
That is a far better means than force. I do not think he will take kindly to force.
If you do not succeed, Dr. Calderiega, we shall take steps. If this man escapes...
My dear Baron, consider the utter impossibility of an American leaving the country with one of the most valuable pictures in the world. However, should your persuasion fail, I believe I know how to handle this situation.
Hello, Gabino.
Good evening, senor.
I'm expecting some visitors. Meantime, will you put this package on the mantelpiece? Don't take the burlap off it. Leave it wrapped just the way it is.
Si, senor.
Just set it up there against the wall on the mantel. And when my visitors come, I'll answer the door myself.
Gracias, senor.
Ah, Dr. Calderiega. I rather expected you.
Yes? May I come in?
Please do. Won't you sit down?
You are Mr. Augustus Swinney.
I am.
May I inquire if this demonstration of yours is a practical joke?
It is not.
Mr. Swinney, we will overlook your behavior if you will permit me to leave with the picture and restore it to Senor de Parana.
The answer is no.
I see. And what do you intend to do with it?
Keep it until I am able to restore it to its owner.
The owner is Senor de Parana.
Stealing is a matter for the police. I suggest that you go to them.
This is no question of the police at this moment, Mr. Swinney. What is it you really want?
To return the picture to its actual owner.
Suppose no proof of previous ownership exists.
The Germans have shown their usual thoroughness in destroying all records and proofs of ownership in connection with their national thieving expeditions. Here, Doctor, is one they missed. Let me quote you a line from the Baedeker, Belgium and Holland. Page 257. Here it is. I quote, "First floor, third room on the right is hung Rembrandt's masterpiece, Old Woman of Harlem, on loan for 5 years by its owner, J. Van Schoven."
But do you really believe, Mr. Swinney, that you will be able to remove this picture from Buenos Aires?
Yes, I believe I will.
You are playing a dangerous game, sir.
Yeah, so are you, Doctor. Your name appears as sponsor of the exhibition of Senor de Parana.
Senor Swinney, the picture standing there on your mantelpiece can have world-shaking implications. Don't you realize that there will be other forces interested in the repossession of that picture?
That is your worry as much as mine. I wish you luck, Doctor, and good evening. Good evening. You wanted to see me?
Mr. Swinney?
Swinney, yes.
Von Schleiger, German Embassy. We will speak about this picture.
Very well. Whom do you represent?
It is not a question of whom I represent. The picture must be returned immediately.
I don't recognize your authority.
By what right do you presume to keep this picture?
The right of immediate possession. You had it, the Parnana had it, now I have it. I got it the way your government did. I took it.
Let us lay all the cards on the table, Mr. Sweeney. We wish the picture returned. What is your price?
Well, I'd have to get in touch with the owner, Van Schoven, from whom the picture was originally stolen by the Germans.
So, you ask for trouble, sir. If you attempt to remove this picture from Buenos Aires, you do so at your own risk.
Thank you, Baron. I will let you know when it gets to New York. And by the way, I usually shoot at burglars. Who is it?
It is I.
Amalia. Come in. Well, this is the first pleasant surprise I've had tonight.
I'm relieved that you're surprised. I was afraid that you might misunderstand.
There's been a big parade through this door. First, Calderiega. Second, the Baron von Schlurger.
I notice, however, that the picture is still on the mantelpiece.
And I have noticed that the doctor has 5 plainclothes police standing quietly in front of the building.
Oh?
I haven't been able to make up my mind whether they are there to keep me in or to get me out.
You have put yourself in a very dangerous position.
I'm afraid they're planning a siege. I sent my houseboy out some time ago for food, but I'm afraid he's been detained. I'm flattered that you are here.
If you misunderstand my coming here, I shall hate you.
How could I possibly misunderstand?
You know, this is really a terrible thing for me to do. But I simply had to come. I had to see you and that picture again.
And by coincidence, we both seem to be here, huh?
I see you've wrapped it. Is that to keep me from seeing it?
Oh, no, just to measure protection.
Oh, why should I pretend? I didn't come here to see the picture at all. I came here to warn you. I had to come to tell you what I felt. I have thought of nothing but you and your courage to do this thing for our people.
Amalia, your concern is flattering. You sound as if you really care what happens to me.
I do care. I can't help myself.